Hey, good morning, Kaya. See you in here as well. Excuse me. All right, Nikai, we're basically going to be doing the same thing that we were doing last class, just kind of having a day to get work finished. So if you already know where you need to work from on Summit and what you still need to get finished, then feel free to just get started. Cool, cool. All right, I'm going to mute myself and let you get going and give it a few minutes, see if anybody else logs in.
Sunday to this class. What up, V?
What's up, Del? How you
Chilling.
doing today?
Uh, Low cold.
Yeah,
Not too cold, but it's going crazy outside.
it is. It is a chilly one today. Very.
Halloween.
Well, I hope you both had a good weekend. Hope you had a safe Halloween. All right. I was just telling Nakai today is basically like a work day to
Catch up.
get caught up and get stuff finished since it is our final week and everything is due by Friday.
Hmm.
Right. So if you know what you need to work on, you can get started on Summit. I'll give it a couple more minutes, and if we get any more people logged on, I will just go over everything that's due real quick. Um, but like I said, until then, if you want to get started, if you know what you need to finish, then go ahead. I will be in the chat, muted, but here to answer any questions
Oh,
and
I'll be
concerns that
right
may
back.
arise. Hey Shirley, good morning. Happy Monday. Hope you had a good weekend. All right, Shirley, and so we are basically just another. And now Alika is with us. All right, awesome. We're getting some folks logged in here. Right now, so today is basically a kind of work day since the term is coming to an end this Friday. Everything is due. All right. So let's give it maybe like y'all can pull up Summit while you're waiting, but we'll give it maybe like 2 more minutes and then I will share my screen. I'll go over everything that is going to be due so that everybody knows what's up. And hopefully I can answer some questions that people might have. And then the rest of the time it's going to be you guys. Oh, excuse me. Rest of the time will be for you guys to get stuff finished. All right, so let's give it maybe another minute or two, see if we get anybody else logged in. Let me send out some reminders here as well. All right, hey Meadow. All right, y'all. Hopefully, we have everybody with us. And again, you can always find the recording of this class on ES Philly YouTube afterwards later today as well. But real quick, I will go through everything that is due. And when I say due, I'm talking about this Friday because that's the end of our term. So I gotta have it in by midnight. So technically Saturday, 12 a.m. All right. So end of the day Friday is when everything should be in for me for my classes. I don't want to speak about your other teachers. You have to check with them individually. But everything due this Friday, and then also don't forget you guys have a full week off in between term 1 and term 2. So next week, no class. So that is awesome. All right. So let me share my screen and then go over everything real quick here. I want to go through this pretty fast just so you guys know what's up. If you have questions or you want to talk about anything, get more help individually, please let me know in the chat or visit me in the Summit Lab later today as well. Okay. So in Summit, you have checkpoints 1 and 2 assigned to you already. Okay. So checkpoint 1, all right, the actual checkpoint is the character profile that looks like this. Okay. You have the link to the story right here. You can copy paste this, put it up here in your browser, and then it'll pull up the story uh, in a Google Doc, kind of just like this one, right? And then you are using the types of character traits we talked about. And here's kind of your example one done for you. Looking at this character listed and giving me a quote from the story. What kind of evidence is it? Is it, you know, actions, looks, impressions, speech, or thoughts? And then what is the character trait about that person this quote reveals? And then in your own words, explain how that quote reveals this trait. That's what you put in this box. And then you're doing that for each character. Make sure you're doing it for the specific one listed. Okay. And that's what checkpoint 1 looks like.
All right,
Right.
I just walked in here.
Good morning, Teron. Welcome. We are just going over really quickly, Teron, everything that is going to be due. And then you guys have the bulk of the day to get stuff finished. Okay. So checkpoint 1, character profile. Again, we're talking about this one right here. All right. Also with checkpoint 1, if you scroll down, you also want to have done this "Are we innocent?" activity, which was from way back in the beginning of the term. So most of you should have this done already. You're just highlighting agree or disagree, telling me why. Okay. And then you also want to have done this explanation of evidence pre-assessment. So you're looking at the claim here. Each one is going to be about a different character. You're going to have a quote, and then you're telling me in complete sentences, you know, how does this evidence prove this claim? How do I know this is true based on the quote I see here? Question. Did I hear a question from somebody or the start of a question from somebody? No? All right. And then so again, you're just explaining in your own words, how does this evidence, you know, prove this claim, make this claim true? And you're doing that for all 3 examples here. So that is everything you should have done under checkpoint 1, okay? In Summit. Once you get that far, you're going to go to checkpoint 2, okay? And then in checkpoint 2, if you scroll down, right, the 2 things you should have done first are this thesis check for understanding. So this is where you are kind of practicing writing a thesis statement and you're crafting one based on this prompt. So using the lottery as our kind of source material, as like the story we're going to use, you know, how do we craft a thesis that answers this question, which is basically asking, you know, how does the author of the lottery, reveal a character's personality throughout the course of the story? So pick one of these traits, a fear, a flaw, an attitude, whatever it is, and think of a character in the lottery, and then talk about, okay, the author, reveals Mrs. Hutchinson's fear of whatever, through doing X, Y, and Z over the course of the story, and then put that into thesis form, and then that's what you're doing for this activity. Then you're going to come right down here to the next one, organization pre-assessment, and this is the one where you are highlighting these different parts of the essay in the respective color that's listed up here. And this is to just give you a better idea of how you can organize your essay when you get to write your own for the final. All right. So you're doing here, and then once you do those two things, all right, you can come back up and click on essay outline, and then you are creating your outline onto here. Now, obviously, this looks blank. So again, real quick, what you're going to want to do, you can go up to your little clipboard up here, and it should come up that way, or you can go back to this tab, scroll down, and you should see essay outline medium, and then something should come up that looks like this, and you can fill this out, okay? Since I know we are a little bit crunched for time, right? If you can't get the body paragraph 3 one filled out, I'm okay with having just 2 body paragraphs. So that would mean intro, 2 body paragraphs, conclusion. So 4 paragraphs instead of 5. If you can get all 3 done, then go for it. All right. But I'll be okay with just 2, since I know we're a little bit kind of crunched for time here. Okay. Now I know we didn't go over this a whole lot, but if you follow the directions on the left-hand side, it's pretty self-explanatory of everything you're putting into this outline, right? And as I'm sure many of you have heard me say before, if you do your outline well, your essay pretty much writes itself, all right? It'll make your writing your essay very, very easy because you're just pulling everything out of your outline and putting it in there, okay? Once you get this outline done for checkpoint 2, okay, then you can come down to where it says literary analysis essay right here, the final product with the star. And then you are typing your essay right here, answering this same prompt we've been talking about. How does an author reveal a character's personality traits throughout the course of the story? Okay. And you're putting that in here. All right. I'm going to assess kind of where we are in the middle of the week, and if I need to make a change on the final product or anything, I will do that on Thursday. But for right now, that is everything that is due, right, for this Friday. Questions on any of that, right? And Kiana, I see you joined us as well. Welcome. Good morning, my friend. Right. Questions on any of those checkpoints that are due. Questions on where to find anything on Summit, how to do anything. If you do have questions, now is the time. Malika, I hope I answered your question that you emailed me about earlier in that explanation. If I didn't, then just let me know in the chat. All right, then, ladies and gents, we got about a little over half hour left. So I want to give most of that time to you guys to get working on stuff. So what I want you to do real quick, if you can, in the chat, please give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down or a yes or a no that you understand all the checkpoints, everything that's due, and you know what you need to work on, and you're good to go. So thumbs up means yes, I'm good. Thumbs down or no means, I still need a little help. I'm a little confused on one of these checkpoints. Okay. All right, Malika, I got yours. Thank you. Shirley, I got yours. Thank you. So the rest of us, if you can, give me that thumbs up or yes, or thumbs down or no in the chat, that you understand what you need to do for all the checkpoints and what you should have turned in by Friday. Okay. Once you do that, you are free to get working on anything that you need to get caught up on. And I will be muted, but in the chat. So if you have a question, please give me a shout if you need a little bit more one-on-one help. We can do a breakout room, whatever you need. Okay. So get started. Let me know if you have questions, and I will check back in about 15 or so. All right. Good job. Hey, Bev, good morning. I know I just saw you in first period, so basically just more the same, getting caught up on stuff we need to work on. I just went through everything that's due. So if you missed that, um, I'm not sure everything's assigned in Summit already, but I will put it in the chat as well. And then you can always go back and watch the YouTube video on the Yes Philly page later today as well. Okay. But I will put everything that's due in the chat for everyone as well. All right. And again, my friends, questions about anything, please let me know. If you don't let me know, I cannot help you. All right. So everything that is due is also now in the chat as well. So if you need to take a screenshot, write it down, copy paste it, save it, whatever you need, but you have it there in writing as well. And then obviously, of course, the final product as well. Okay. So I will check back in about another 10, 15 minutes and kind of see where everybody's at. As you finish stuff in Summit, don't forget to request feedback. If it's an activity that you can't request, if it's one of the like supplementary ones for the checkpoint, just let me know that you've done it and I can go in and check it. Okay, good job.
Had too much sauce bar, so that shit don't overfill.
What's up, Dale?
Oh what? Oh what? My, f- my fault.
No, you're good. All right, I'm gonna check back in about another 5 minutes and just kind of see where everybody's at. All right, but keep up the good work. Again, if you have questions, let me know. If you finish stuff, please make sure you request feedback. All right, y'all. Just quick check in to kind of see where everybody's at. All right. Again, everything that is due is up in the chat. Um, all due by Friday. Again, uh, as you go, if you have questions with anything, please don't be afraid to let me know. Can you do me a favor real quickly and please put in the chat a 1 to 5 of where you are with getting everything finished? 5 being like I am, you know, working on the outline or getting ready to finish the outline. I'm pretty much caught up with everything else. 3 would be like maybe I'm like still finishing up checkpoint 1 or like some of the activities for checkpoint 2. And then 1 would be like I'm still way behind. I'm kind of totally lost. I need some extra help. So please try and rate yourself of your with your progress right now and put that in the chat for me. And I'm sorry if you couldn't hear me. My heat kicked on, but give me a 1 to 5 in the chat. What's your progress right now with getting everything finished by Friday? 5 being like I feel good. I'm just about caught up. I'm ready to go. 1 being like I'm kind of lost. I'm way behind. I need a lot of help. Please put that 1 to 5 in the chat for me now. I'm going to check back in about another 10 minutes and kind of see where everybody's at. But I want to see those come in so I can kind of see where everybody's at. All right. And make sure we're all on the same page. All right. So please throw that in the chat for me right now. If you can, I will also put the question in the chat as well. And then I will check back in, like I said, in about another 10 minutes. Right. And kind of wrap up. Good job, though. All right, y'all, we got a little less than 5 minutes left. I didn't see any 1 to 5s come into the chat yet, so please put those in there before we go. Give me a 1 to 5. Are you feeling like, 5 being I'm pretty much caught up with everything? I know what I need to do. I'm on track to like finish the outline, start the essay. Maybe 3 is like I finished checkpoint 1, but I'm a little behind on some of the checkpoint 2 stuff. I got to get onto that. And 1, maybe like I'm still really lost. I need a lot of help. All right. Excuse me. I got one in from Shirley. Thank you. I'd like to see one of those in there from everybody before we go if we can. All right. Again, please don't forget to utilize the Summit Lab if you need extra help. Right. I will be in there today from 1 to 3. I'm going to put the link into the chat right now so that everyone has it. All right, Malika, I got your 1 to 3. Thank you. So I'd like to see one from Kian, Taram, Del, Nikaya, Bev. If you can throw one of those up there as well, I would appreciate it. The link to the Summit Lab is in the chat. So save that, copy, paste it, whatever you need. And again, I will be in there from excuse me. I will be in there from 1 to 3 today. That is the best spot to get some extra help and get caught up if you are struggling with anything. Okay. So if you have put your 1 to 5 in the chat and you don't have any other questions, then at this time you are good to go. I will see you again on Thursday. We will kind of recap one more time before the end of the term. Great job. Stay safe. Those of you who are voting tomorrow, please stay safe. Wear your mask. Be prepared to stand in line. But great job either way. All right. Also, I'm going to stay in the chat for about another like 2-3 minutes. If you have a question, let me know. If you still didn't put your 1 to 5 in there, please do that so I kind of get a gauge on kind of where everybody's at and who might need some help. All right. But if not, I will see you all again on Thursday. All right. Good job.